God is great.
God is good. Let us thank Him for our food. Bow our heads, we are fed. Thank you, Lord, our daily bread. Amen. So you said you did the mile in the 7 minutes and 50 seconds?
55.
That's slower, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta push it. You don't want to have nothing left in the tank when you're done. Give it all you got. I remember when you brought home your first pocket constitution and said, what form of government do we have in the United States of America? I said, we have a constitutional democracy. Do you know what form of government we really have?
Here we go again.
We have a constitutional republic. Power comes from the people of the United States of America. And it's the voice of the people, it's the will of the people. Our position is the people need to take point. Take a good look at the face of the militia and the 3% movement. These are patriots that are not going to have their rights infringed upon, and our way of life will be preserved and maintained. So help us God. Guns up! Guns up!
I don't want nobody taking my gun rights away from me. I don't want nobody taking my freedom of speech from me. You know, so I'll die for that. Hell yeah.
This is where the administrative part of the operation takes place. So I put on my sidearm when I leave to go to work each morning, and I keep it on my side until I get home at night. Yeah, so I am definitely pro-constitutional carry and pro-Second Amendment, and nothing in the world is going to change that. So I am General Holy War of Georgia Security Force 3%. There are several different chapters throughout the country. The media will paint militia groups as anti-government. And it's not anti-government, it's anti-tyrannical government. I mean, initially I'd say, fuck yeah, I'm all alt-right. I mean, alt-right to me would be a conservative, maybe a white or black Christian conservative that has strong convictions about upholding and defending the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And if there's one thing that we can't have in the United States of America, it's a disarmed populace. I gotta be prepared to move quick if I get some information that says there's a martial law, there's a nuclear attack, there's a chemical or biological situation. I'm getting prepared for anything short of a nuclear bomb landing on my forehead and killing me. I want to survive it. And if it's done by a hostile force, I'm going to kill as many bastards as I can before they get me and move on without remorse. Most people look at militiamen and 3%ers as being uneducated, Southern redneck types. You know, it's quite offensive, really. I mean, we're talking about a group of people who come from all walks of life. They're professionals, they're teachers, businessmen, they're engineers, electricians.
Yes.
Where's Chris at this morning?
So if we want to go ahead and start some breakfast, go help yourself. You're welcome. Eggs and bacon over there, sir? Eggs and bacon over there, sir, ready, so.
Waiting on everybody to get up and get rolling out of bed, which most everybody is already. Some of us have had breakfast and we're preparing for the day. We'll start the training just shortly. As soon as a blood agent gets out of the rack, we'll go from there.
We went into quick cooking mode. Is General up yet or moving? I haven't seen him yet this morning, so.
The 3% movement has been around for quite a number of years, but I took a personal interest in the 3% movement following the election of Barack Hussein Obama. And after witnessing different things taking place in government, after witnessing and learning about things taking place across the planet, that caused me concern for my individual safety. So I began looking out to other people to help me and to help each other build a network to provide mutual assistance if that should ever be needed.
We got new scopes on our rifles. We can't wait to try out. Yeah, see how they work. I realized about a year ago that I was not prepared and I did not feel safe when I was out and about in my own hometown with my 12-year-old. So I began the journey to get my concealed weapons permit, have my husband teach me about firearm safety. And once I got that legal, then I looked for a group of like minds and we're sticking together. And, you know, we're defensive. I mean, that is our first posture. We are not here to start anything, but we are here to defend and protect our families first, my loved ones, anybody that you see wearing a uniform and their family, the dogs that we bring. That is why I'm here.
So the 3% movement, it's a prevailing belief that has root and foundation in the Revolutionary War, and the belief that a small group of motivated people and Minutemen, patriots, can defend themselves from tyranny. Yes, sir, I consider myself a Christian. I believe that most of the people in Georgia Security Force 3% would identify as Christian. Our laws were based on Judeo-Christian beliefs. The Bible tells us that there's a fight for good and evil right here on planet Earth. And my views on the religious beliefs of Christians in comparison to Islam, I think that their belief systems are in stark contradiction. In Christianity, I don't think I've never heard of a situation where people are commanded to convert non-Christians at knife point or gun point. But I think Islam is terroristic in nature, and it's good and evil, and that's what it basically comes down to, is good and evil. The Southern Poverty Law Center, they put us on their hate map, which is total bullshit. But if you bring up an argument that they don't like, you're just a racist, and it's freaking nonsensical.
So my name is Philip King, Corporal Cowboy. GSF knows me by. I found security force a while back. Unfortunately, it was because of a loss of a very good friend of mine. It was Chris that I met first. Like I said, unfortunately, I met them at a funeral. Pulled him aside and, hey, talked to him about it, and come out to my first FTX. Everything's been great since then. Come out here, train, great group of guys, and they treat me like family. I treat them like family. If I need something, let somebody know. They're gonna help me out to the best of their ability. If they need something, I'll let them know. I'll help them out to the best of my abilities. While I was in high school as a junior, I joined the Police Explorers program and went on to be a sheriff officer, detention officer. I don't have a military background, but I have a police background. So, being able to train with them gives me that aspect, military aspect, but it also gives them that police aspect. It's a great group of guys. Nothing about this militia is racist at all. We have, rebel, flag and whatnot, but the rebel flag is just a flag. It's a piece of cloth. It was an American flag. It wasn't the best of times, but it was an American flag. It's our heritage. It does not mean anything. It's a piece of cloth.
Do you think that we'd be wearing patches and you wouldn't be? Put that on and wear it proudly, sir.
I can do that. How much you want for it?
You got a lot of people that think 3% is white supremacy. That's bullshit. Excuse my language. That's BS. You know, we stand for the Constitution. A lot of people are trying to take basically our constitutional rights away from us. They want to take our Second Amendment away from us. I mean, we stand for that. That's what this whole thing's really about, you know? We use our Second Amendment, you know, to protect our First Amendment.
We're building the next generation. Maybe like Ironwitch said, it may not be our time, but we see that freedom is not free, even in America.
Even in America.
The country is divided. I mean, looking at it from 30,000 feet, this country is straight up divided. We've never been in this situation, not in my lifetime. But in the end, we're not gonna yield, we're not gonna back down one iota. And you know, they could take that as, anybody on the planet can take that as a threat, or we'll say it's a promise. Shit, we're gonna get moving here shortly after we get our bellies full and get cracking with the training. It's gonna be some high-speed, low-drag training. We're gonna be doing haste roadblocks, gonna be doing patrolling, gonna be doing live fire exercises. It's gonna be motivation. Motor, got a lot of motivation. All right, let's circle up, get you some real estate, get a little bit of space, arm's distance. All right, good morning.
Morning!
Morning. All right, so we're gonna get this thing kicked off right, man. We're gonna get our PT in. Yeah, the Second Amendment is under attack. We need to be prepared and ready to combat that. Our first exercise is gonna be side straddle hops. Side straddle hops, 4-count exercise. Gandhi wrote that the darkest times in India's history is when the people did not have the right to bear arms. And you look at Europe, look at the mass influx of refugees and all of the terrorist attacks going on in France. And you see these videos where the terrorists are running the streets, you know, whether it's with machetes or AK-47s, and the poor people in France, all they can do is pick up their cell phone and video it. I'm saying, you know, if this is America, drop the damn cell phone and put 2 shots in his freaking chest and end it. Shot! Shot! Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
2,
1, 2, 3.
3,
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Buddy up. Recover.
When you look at our group, it's not just about if something's going to happen with the government or if this is going to happen or if a war is going to happen. That really don't matter to us. If a hurricane hits tomorrow, we're going to be there. So it's not just about, you know, standing up and acting big and bad or nothing like that. Like I said before, it's about the people.
Warning, this is a secured area. Go back to where you came from. Moving!
Going hot?
All right, for you guys that haven't been assigned yet, bring it over here real quick. So obviously we're gonna need a 2-man search team. So let me get 2 volunteers real quick. Got 1, blackout, 2. All right, I need at least 1 tango. Give me 2 tangos. What we're about to do now is conduct a hasty roadblock. We're simulating that the shit has hit the fan. So you'll be in charge of our detainment area right here. Our first objective is to make it safely to the RP. Once we get to the RP is going to be to secure the area. Then any traffic, vehicle traffic that we have coming through our perimeter will have to go through a roadblock.
Turn off the vehicle! Drivers! Turn off the vehicle! Stop the vehicle! Turn the car off! All right. Keep your hands on the fucking wheel! Step out of the vehicle! Keep your hands where I can see them.
Yeah, I'm watching you with that laser on me. What the hell?
Hands on your head! Come on now. Put your hands against the car.
I pray to God every day that I do not have to use these skills for any reason. But I'm also preparing my daughter over there in case it happens during her time. And we're protecting what my father also fought for, what these men that have served have been fighting for. You cannot give up on that because then you're letting somebody else define your liberty, your freedom, your rights. No.
Stand by. Going hot.
I just got off of work. I'm a paralegal and do bankruptcies. Pretty cool job, get to help out a lot of people using my wits, my legal jurisprudence. So today we're in Henry Square in McDonough, Georgia. This is the site of recent controversy with people asking that the statue of Colonel Zachary be taken down. There's a lot of talk, sweeping the nation about tearing down everything that represents the Confederacy, everything that represents the South. And the way things are looking in Henry County, D. Clemens and the Board of Commissioners, we believe and we anticipate are going to be advocating for the removal of this Confederate statue here. It's the same group of people that are basically Antifa members themselves, or basically BLM members themselves. They're just occupying higher office and they're getting their foot soldiers to do all the dirty work, but they're all, fighting for the same cause, the same, bullshit belief that everything Southern, everything Confederate, has to be removed because it's associated with slavery. It's ignorant, it's fascist, and it's straight up terrorism is what it is. It's straight up terrorism for a group of people to go out and destroy property and injure people, on any side of the spectrum. But again, the bigger portion of that lies with the alt-left and these marches that I've been seeing across the country.
We met in 2000 at college. So we've been together 17 years. A lot of people say the group is racist or somehow connected to the white supremacist groups or anything like that, and that's so not true. He really hates racism more than anything. He's the first one who would defend, everybody, no matter what skin color they are.
Oh, snap. We're only like a month away from a possible government shutdown. Did you know that? President Trump is saying we're going to build a wall, and if they don't put money in the bill to build the wall, shut it down. Shut down the government. Can you imagine that? That'd be so awesome. Shut it down, lock the doors, don't let them come back, and build the wall.
Okay.
That'd be sweet, right? No matter what happens, it's better than Obama. Oh my God. That was good. Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome. Thank you. Do you have to clean up the kitchen for me?
Yeah.
Kayla's gonna do her speech. She's gotta practice.
All right.
Hello, fellow Beta members. I'm running for Beta Club president. The reason I'm running is because I want our club to be the best club this school has ever had. We are the future and we need to be prepared. I would like to see all of us come together and build up our weaknesses, our confidence, and our friendships. So join me and let's get started. Vote Kayla Hill, a beta choice for a beta tomorrow. Thank you.
Good job, baby. All right, guys, tell them good night.
Kayla girl,
Love you. All right, Bill, we go.
sweet dreams.
You too.
Sometimes he's come home and he'll say something like, well, I'm done. I've had it, you know. They just ripped me to shreds or said anything that's so false and I've just had it. But then he'll calm down and think about it, and I think he feels like the fight's worth the fight, and then he'll go back into it and he'll do it again because he just feels like he wants to reach somebody, even if it's just one person that he managed to get through to. That's enough for him.
The Patriot movement, the 3%ers, they're always splintering. And they split for a lot of petty reasons. More or less, it's screw this guy, me and my friends are leaving. You know, I came in with this guy, I'm leaving with that guy, and I'm taking 2 or 3 with me. If they break off from me, they basically imitate, you know, what I've done. And for what it's worth, I've probably left behind a lot of, you know, probably 10 different freaking individual groups. And my character has often led to the downfall of 3% Security Force because I trust people way too much, way too quick.
4 men unleashed their aggression in a ferocious attack.
Is he a white supremacist?
No, he's not a white supremacist. He's unstable.
Hill told me that's why he kicked Ramos out of the militia after a year.
For the record, I quit the militia because he does not have a stable mind for leadership.
And almost everybody else, they don't want the media in on it. And so it kind of divides the camp right there. That's another reason for people to divide. It's, we don't talk to media because we know that they're gonna hack us and make us look like, you know, dumbasses or radicals. And then the media has created this big tornado in a little freaking teacup. And they no doubt they sensationalized what they saw. So it's kind of weird, you know? I mean, I'm nothing, really. I mean, I'm just Chris Hill up in the freaking attic, you know, doing my shit in the computer and fucking running around on the weekends, doing target practice. But I guess some people are interested. It's resonating with some people. Somebody out there is gonna watch this video and it's gonna resonate with them. Like, I know where that dude's coming from. I'm a 3%er. You know, I go out and I prepare for worst case scenario. You know, it's out there, no doubt.
It's not how fast you mow down terrorists. It's how well you mow down terrorists fast.